In the Buu Saga, we were introduced to the Supreme Kai, who was the Kai above King Kai. At that point in time, we never knew about the God of Destructions or Angels. In that same arc, we saw Goku threaten the Supreme Kai to let him fight Vegeta. However, what if Goku actually went through with killing the Supreme Kai to fight Vegeta? What if Shin actually decided to stand up to Goku? That's what we are going to be covering today in What If Goku Killed the Supreme Kai. This story will start in the Buu Saga. Things went basically the same until Vegeta became Majin Vegeta, and everyone was teleported to the World Martial Arts Tournament arena. Goku will still decide to fight Vegeta, however, Shin will stand in Goku's way, saying they can't do this, they need to defeat Majin Buu. However, Goku will power up a Ki Blast, aimed towards the Supreme Kai. Shin will tell Goku that he has no choice but to get in the way of this match, and Goku will say, "So be it." Shin will be shocked as he sees Goku's hand in his face. Shin will tell Goku that he won't, but Goku will end up firing the attack at Shin, killing him right there, shocking everyone. Gohan and Vegeta will yell at Goku, telling him that he's insane. He just killed the Supreme Kai. But Goku will tell Vegeta, now they can fight with no interruptions. Vegeta will be reluctant, being caught off guard by Goku's actions, but Vegeta agrees. So with that, Vegeta and Goku fights just like in canon, and Vegeta still defeats Goku. While this happens, Gohan goes to fight Majin Buu, who was still awakened. However, in this timeline, Shin died against Goku, so Gohan is fighting Buu alone. And this goes bad for Gohan, as Buu just defeats Gohan with ease, making him revert back to base. Buu will walk up to Gohan, but Gohan knows he can't give up, as he powers up again into his Super Saiyan 2 form, rushing at Buu, but the Majin will fire an attack at Gohan. The Saiyan will try to overpower the attack, but Gohan was just overwhelmed, as he's engulfed by the attack and dies. Vegeta will arrive as this happens, and will be enraged to hear of Gohan's death. So Vegeta will battle Majin Buu, just like canon, and Buu will defeat Vegeta with ease. However, Vegeta ends up powering up his final explosion, and he blows himself up to try to defeat Majin Buu. However, as we all know, that is not the case, and Buu ends up regenerating. Goku will end up recovering, and he will teleport to the lookout, and tells everyone about Gohan and Vegeta's deaths. And in this timeline, Goku is actually correct saying this. However, this is when Bulma and the others decide to summon Shenron to revive all of the good people killed because of Babidi and his men, and this includes Kibito, Gohan, and the Supreme Kai. Soon Kibito does find Shin, and Kibito will ask the Supreme Kai what happened, and Shin will tell Kibito what happened. And this will enrage Kibito, as he tells the god that they shouldn't have ever trusted immortals. The Supreme Kai will just tell Kibito that they just have to retreat and think of a new plan. So with that, Shin and Kibito returns to the Supreme Kai's world. On a long-away planet, the god of destruction of Universe 7, Lord Beerus, was revived from this wish on the Dragon Balls as well. He was shocked for a moment, but Beerus will find out that Shin ended up dying, and in the process that killed him. So Beerus will tell his angel attendant Whis that they should make their way to the Supreme Kai's world, and Whis will agree. So with that, Beerus and Whis will arrive on the Supreme Kai's world, and Beerus will yell at Shin, asking him what did he think that he was doing, getting himself killed. That also cost his life. Shin will apologize to Beerus, telling him that he was trying to stop the ancient evil called Majin Buu. However, that didn't really go well, and it led to him getting killed by a Saiyan. Beerus will tell Shin to wait. Did he say that he was killed by a Saiyan? And Shin will say yes. It was really an accident. He wanted to get in the way of the mortals and stop them from fighting. However, that just put him at risk, and his life was taken by the Saiyan Son Goku. However, it does look like he was revived by the Dragon Balls, so that Saiyan isn't a bad person. This will catch Beerus' interest. He's had a dream of some Saiyan. No, not a dirty dream. It was a dream of him fighting a Saiyan. However, he had some red hair. He doesn't know what the form was called. A Super Saiyan Blue? A Beast? Maybe? No? It was a Super Saiyan God, Beerus says, remembering the name of the Saiyan transformation he was fighting. Beerus will ask Shin, where is this Majin Buu and the Saiyans? And Shin will tell Beerus that the Saiyans are on the planet Earth, and Beerus will say, good. Shin will take them there, and Shin will reluctantly agree, teleporting Beerus and Whis to Earth. And on Earth, Goku is fighting Fat Boo with his brand new Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Beerus will sense this mortal level of power, so Beerus will go to the battlefield and he'll see Goku powered down and say that he'll fight Majin Buu later. But Beerus will tell Goku that won't be necessary. Goku will be shocked to see Beerus, asking if he is another minion of Babidi. But Beerus will tell Goku, of course not, he's way too strong for that. He'll then blitz into Goku's face, making him fly back a bit, and Beerus will tell Goku that he'll deal with him later. However, he'll deal with Majin Buu first, so Beerus will look to Majin Buu and Babidi. Beerus will tell Buu, so he must be the Majin Buu he heard of. Babidi will laugh, asking who does Beerus think he is. Babidi will decide to try and turn Beerus into a Majin. But Beerus will notice Babidi getting in his head, so Beerus will look to Babidi before using a Kai and destroying him. Goku will feel the pressure from the attack and see Babidi just turn into dust. Goku will fly back in shock and fear, wondering what is going on. Beerus' eyes will now set on Majin Buu, saying that he is the reason why he died for a short amount of time in the first place. If Buu never existed, Babidi wouldn't be seeking to revive him, and that Saiyan wouldn't have killed the Supreme Kai. Goku would be confused, wondering what is Beerus saying. But Goku will remember when he killed the Supreme Kai. He was going to revive him with the Dragon Balls anyways. That was the plan, since they were going to use it anyway, to revive everybody that was killed by Vegeta at the tournament. But because of his wrong actions, he might have awakened the person that might actually be able to kill them all without them being able to do anything at all. Beerus will tell Buu to fight him, show him all of his power, before he decides to erase him. Buu will agree, firing an attack at Beerus, but the god will deflect it with a nail, asking the Majin if that's all he got. The Majin will be shocked, but Buu would yell, "Buu, kill you," as he rushes at Beerus, trying to hit the god. But the god will dodge all the attacks, unfazed by any of Buu's attacks. And this will get Buu even more enraged. How dare this god make a fool out of him? But this whole time, Beerus will just have a smirk on his face, just toying with the Majin, who's not even worth his time. Beerus will ask Buu if he's done, but Buu will say no, so Beerus will say fine. He guesses it's his turn, as he uses his aura to push back the Majin. Beerus will then appear in front of Buu and punch the Majin in the face, before grabbing his antenna and throwing him to the ground. Buu will struggle to get up, and Beerus will slowly fly down, asking Buu if he's done. But the Majin will say no. Buu, not done. Buu, kill you. Turn you into candy. But Beerus would keep a smirk on his face as he blows the candy beam back at Buu. The Majin will yell as he's turned into candy. Beerus will walk up to the candy and will say that the Majin had quite the technique, being able to turn anything into candy. He wishes he knew that technique because he loves candy and food as a whole. Beerus will pick up the Buu cookie and eat the Majin, and because Beerus is a god, the candy doesn't affect Beerus at all. So all Buu was, for Beerus, was a snack. Beerus will then ask himself, now where was he? And Beerus will say, oh, before looking to Goku, who's shocked by what he just witnessed. Beerus will blitz Goku, saying, so he was the one who killed the Supreme Kai. Goku will tell Beerus that he apologizes. He didn't mean any harm, really. His intention was always to revive Shin, and that did happen. He's not a heartless killer. Beerus will flick Goku's forehead, sending him flying, before Beerus sends Goku to the ground, knocking him out. Goku will shortly recover, and Beerus will tell Goku that he knows his intentions are pure. However, he did put his life at risk, so he did have to get his revenge somehow. This is then when Beerus remembers what he dreamt of, the Super Saiyan God. Beerus would ask Goku if he knows anything about the Super Saiyan God, but Goku will tell Beerus that he doesn't know anything about it. Beerus will tell Goku that that's too bad. He didn't want to destroy the planet, but Goku would tell Beerus to hold on. He can use the Dragon Balls to wax about the Super Saiyan God, and this will get Beerus' attention. So Beerus will say okay, and with that, Goku and Beerus will teleport to Namek, and Goku will tell Mori about what's happening. And Mori will tell Goku that they don't need to ask Porunga. He just has to check the Namekian Book of Legends. Beerus will say yeah, just get to it. And since Mori knows about Beerus, he decides to quickly check the Namekian Book of Legends, and it will say that a ritual or training with a god can unlock the Super Saiyan God power within a Saiyan. Goku will tell Beerus that it's impossible to do the ritual, because there's only 4 Saiyans alive, him, his sons, and the son of Vegeta. And Beerus will be irritated, but he remembers that the book said that the Saiyan can also train to obtain the power of a Super Saiyan God. And Beerus will tell Goku that he'll make a deal with him, and Goku asks Beerus, what is that deal? And Beerus will tell Goku he'll forgive him for accidentally killing him if in 4 years of training with his angel attendant Whis, who is also his master, to obtain the Super Saiyan God, if he's able to unlock the Super Saiyan God form in that time, he will forgive him. However, if Goku fails, and he's unable to attain the Super Saiyan God form in that period of time he gives him to unlock the power during training, then he'll die, and he'll blow up the planet Earth. Goku will have a stern look on his face, before saying that he takes Beerus up on this offer. He'll become the Super Saiyan God for Beerus, and give him the best battle he's ever had. Beerus will smile and give Whis a nod, and the angel will tap his staff, and Goku will be revived by Whis, shocking the Saiyan, but he'll be glad that he's back, because he's now going into a new realm of power. Beerus will decide to go to sleep, and Goku's training under Whis will begin, with Goku making decent progress with Whis. Now judging that in canon, Goku and Vegeta was able to obtain the Super Saiyan God and Blue forms in under a year, I believe it is safe to say, alone, Goku will be able to at least be able to unlock Super Saiyan God in under a year. However, Goku doesn't obtain Super Saiyan Blue just yet, because right now, Goku wouldn't be thinking about combining the transformations. Goku would think of trying to use the technique Whis was trying to lead him towards. However, it looks like it'll be harder than Goku thought to learn this technique. Soon, Goku will think it's kind of boring being on Beerus' planet alone. He doesn't have a rival anymore, since Vegeta is now dead. But Goku will realize, wait, he was also dead before Whis revived him. And this realm is different from the real world. So that means that Vegeta can't join him. So Goku will ask Whis if they can ask Vegeta to join him on the planet. And Whis will tell Goku that Lord Beerus only wanted him to be on his planet. But Goku will tell Whis that if Vegeta also becomes a Super Saiyan God, then they'll be able to give Beerus a better match. And Whis will agree. So with that, Goku and Whis will go to the other world, and they will find Vegeta. Goku will call for Vegeta, and the Saiyan will turn around seeing Kakarot. Vegeta will be shocked, telling Kakarot that he didn't think he'd be able to see him. He'll then ask Kakarot, what is he doing in hell? They both know that he doesn't belong here, and who's that person beside him? And Goku will tell Vegeta that for this past year, he's been training with the God of Destruction for Universe 7, Lord Beerus' master, Whis. And this'll freak Vegeta out, surprised that Kakarot hasn't been destroyed by Beerus. Vegeta will ask Kakarot, how did Goku meet him? And Goku will chuckle nervously, saying about that, it's kind of a long story. He found out actually that the Supreme Kai and Beerus' lives were linked. So temporarily, he kinda killed Beerus. Vegeta would yell at Goku, telling him that it was his fault in the first place. No one told him to kill the Supreme Kai. If he didn't please Beerus, all of them would have been erased. Goku will tell Vegeta to take it easy. He isn't just here to catch up. He wanted to tell Vegeta that he and Whis is giving him the opportunity to train on Beerus' planet and learn the power of the Super Saiyan God. Goku will power up, showing off his Super Saiyan God transformation. This will shock Vegeta. He isn't able to sense Kakarot's power, but the pressure from this form is intense. Vegeta will agree to train under Whis. So with that, Goku and Vegeta will go with Whis back to Beerus' planet, and Vegeta's training with Whis will begin. And Vegeta will obtain the Super Saiyan God form faster than Goku has. And once Vegeta reaches the Super Saiyan God transformation, they'll both wonder what would happen if they combine Super Saiyan God with Super Saiyan. So with that, the Saiyan Gods will continue to train under Whis. Beerus will wake up, and he'll remember what he's waking up for, the Super Saiyan God. Beerus will approach Whis, who's training Goku and Vegeta. Whis will stop the training, and Beerus will tell Vegeta that he didn't expect to see Vegeta there, but he won't mind if they have the Super Saiyan God. And Goku will tell Vegeta that they do. And with that, Goku and Vegeta will go Super Saiyan God, and Beerus will smirk before telling Goku and Vegeta to let's do this. And with that, Goku and Vegeta will battle Beerus, and they'll both do better than Super Saiyan God Goku from in canon, because Goku and Vegeta has had 4 years to learn the Super Saiyan God transformation, and in this time, Goku and Vegeta more than mastered the form. However, Beerus will still use more power, pushing back Goku and Vegeta. The God will think that the Saiyans are through, telling the Saiyans that he is very satisfied. However, this is the end. But to the God's shock, Goku and Vegeta will charge up, telling Beerus that this fight is nowhere close to over. They'll yell, showing Beerus the evolution of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue. Beerus at first will be annoyed. Goku and Vegeta held back against him, but he'll smirk, realizing that Goku and Vegeta are just stronger. So of that, the battle will continue, with Goku and Vegeta pushing back Beerus. The God will yell, sending ki blasts everywhere, but Goku and Vegeta was able to move out of the way before getting the upper hand on Beerus, sending him back. Beerus will smirk, telling Goku and Vegeta they're very impressive. Beerus will use more power, pushing them back once more. However, Vegeta will dodge a punch from Beerus, and Vegeta will yell as Vegeta's pupils change and sparkle appears around him as Vegeta punches Beerus away. Beerus will look at Vegeta and will be even more amazed, seeing that Vegeta has ascended again. Vegeta will tell Beerus that this is Super Saiyan Blue evolved. Goku will land next to Vegeta before showing that he also has the same transformation. Beerus will ask the Saiyans if this is their last transformation, and the two will agree. So with that, the final round of this battle will begin, with Goku and Vegeta being tossed back by Beerus, powering up more. However, Goku and Vegeta will stand their ground as they push Beerus back, and Beerus will have to block and punch from the both of them. Beerus will fly into the air before powering up a Spear of Destruction. Beerus will send the attack at Goku and Vegeta. However, Goku and Vegeta will clash with a Final Flash and a Kamehameha. The two attacks will clash with the Spear of Destruction until the attack detonates. And when the smoke clears, Goku and Vegeta is tired out. Beerus will tell the two that they were way better than he thought they would be. He can't wait to see how much stronger the Saiyans can get. Now with that, another year will pass, and Whis will decide to revive Vegeta. And in this time, Beerus will be more active in the training Goku, while Whis focuses more on Vegeta. Soon on Earth, the Dragon Balls will be collected by the Frieza Force, and they'll wish for Frieza to be revived. The timer will be caught up on what happened, so Frieza will decide to train for 4 months, obtaining his golden form, before going to Earth. Once Frieza arrives on Earth, his men starts attacking before the Z Fighters line up to protect the Earth, defeating most of the Frieza Force soldiers. However, like canon, they won't be able to get past the Goma, especially because, in this timeline, Gohan stopped training earlier, because to his knowledge, Beerus never threatened Earth. He doesn't even know about Beerus at this point. Since he was revived, he just thought Goku just defeated Majin Buu. Goku and Vegeta will sense Gohan. However, Goku and Vegeta won't want to go back to Earth. They want to deal with Frieza. They want to use their true powers without destroying Earth. So Goku gets an idea, asking Whis if he can just bring Frieza here. And Whis will say that there is no rule to stop him. So after that, Whis goes to get to Goma and Frieza and brings them to Beerus' planet. The Emperor will be shocked to see Goku and Vegeta. The Emperor will laugh, saying that he didn't think he'd see them again. From what his army said, they were dead. Goku will chuckle, saying, nah, they were just here the whole time. Frieza will say that now that he knows that they aren't dead, he'll erase them from existence. Then Frieza will look at Beerus and will be terrified, but Beerus will tell Frieza that he doesn't care what he does with the Saiyans, but he will have to use his true power. Trust him. Frieza won't know what Beerus means, but he agrees, going all out, and Goku and Vegeta will play Jenkin, and the winner will be Goku. So Goku will fight Frieza, only using Super Saiyan God. The Tyrant will be shocked at first, seeing the God form. Frieza will want to test his new base power out, but Beerus will tell Frieza to not hold back, trust him. Frieza is going to have to go all out if he wants to have somewhat of a shot against this power. Frieza will be shocked at Beerus saying this, but he'll agree as he powers up into his golden form. The fight will begin with Frieza rushing at Goku, and Goku will easily dodge out of the way of Frieza's attacks, shocking the Emperor. But the Emperor will continue to try and hit Goku, but the Saiyan will catch Frieza's fists and kick him away. Frieza will spit out blood, but he'll burst his aura and rushes at Goku, but Goku will flip over Frieza and kicks Frieza in the face, making him stumble back. Frieza will send his F beam at Goku, but the Saiyan will dodge. Frieza will rush to punch Goku in the face. However, Goku will just turn his head back to Frieza, making the Emperor move back in fear, before Goku hits Frieza with a 1-inch punch. Before he kicks Frieza away, the Emperor will land on the ground, tired out, and Goku will tell Frieza that it was a mistake being wished back to life, because this is the end. Goku will power up an energy blast. However, Sorbet will try to blast Goku. However, in this timeline, since Goku has been training with Whis for years at this point, Goku would have long got rid of his overconfidence. So he'll move out of the way and blast Sorbet, killing him. Goku will tell Frieza that this fight is over and to get out of here. And instead of Frieza trying to blast Goku like he did on Namek, Frieza will decide to accept Goku's mercy this time. But he'll tell Goku that he'll come back for revenge and trust him, and next time they'll be the ones begging for mercy. Goku will tell Frieza that they will make the fight easy, but Frieza will just scoff before telling Whis to bring him to space. Goku and Vegeta will continue to train on Beerus' planet. However, instead of having a Universe 6 tournament, we'll see a Supreme Kai from Universe 10 learning about what happened during the Buu Saga, and Goku killing the Supreme Kai. In this timeline, this is where Shin learns of Goku, and Kibito even tells Zamasu this information about what happened with Goku. And Zamasu hates Goku even more, because he actually killed a god. So Zamasu will decide to steal Goku's body as revenge, killing all the mortals because of one of them killing one of theirs. So Zamasu will collect the Super Dragon Balls to steal Goku's body, becoming Goku Black. The Sand Imposter will attack Trunks' timeline, forcing the Future Warrior to still go back in time. Once Trunks goes back in time, Bulma will see him and instantly calls Goku and Vegeta. And soon Goku and Vegeta does arrive on the planet, and Goku will give Trunks a Senzu Bean. And once Trunks awakens, he tries to hit Goku, but the Saiyan will dodge out of the way, asking Trunks, what is the meaning of this? But after a slap in the head by Bulma, the half-breed will realize that he is in the main timeline, and Trunks will apologize to Goku, before telling everyone about Goku Black. Everyone will be shocked to hear of Goku Black, and Goku will decide to test his power against Trunks, Super Saiyan 2 against Super Saiyan 2, and the fight will begin with Trunks trying to hit Goku with his sword. But Goku will catch the sword and defeat Trunks with ease, with just Super Saiyan 2 instead of going Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan God. However, soon Goku Black will appear out of the portal and will laugh, saying that Trunks ran like a little rat, and Goku will go up to Goku Black and fight him like cannon, using Super Saiyan 2. And you would think, since Goku is way stronger in this timeline, that Goku will just be able to defeat Goku Black here. But that is not the case. This Goku Black is still a year ahead of the main timeline, so Goku Black has the stronger God Ki usage this Goku has from this timeline. So Goku Black is actually way more ahead with getting used to Goku's power because of that. So during this battle is where Goku Black shows off his Super Saiyan Rose form for the first time. But before Black was able to try out this new power, a portal will pull Goku Black back into the future timeline. Goku will be shocked and see how strong Goku Black has grown just from that interaction. Soon, Bulma will start working on Cell's time machine. While this happens, Vegeta will still train Trunks. Soon, Cell's time machine will be rebuilt, and Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks will go back in time. So when they arrive in the future, they'll be shocked to see how much destruction Goku Black has made. Vegeta will still alert Goku Black, and the Sand Imposter will reveal himself, and Vegeta will tell him that he is his opponent, and Goku Black will chuckle. Vegeta would scoff before he powers up into Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. Goku Black would be intrigued seeing this evolved form of Super Saiyan Blue, and Black would wonder if he can activate his own version of Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. Maybe a evolved Rose form. But Black doesn't really have time to worry about this, because Vegeta would yell for Goku Black to transform. So Goku Black would do so, going into a Super Saiyan Rose transformation. The battle will start with Vegeta rushing at Goku Black. The Imposter Saiyan will block a kick from Vegeta. The Imposter will go flying, but the god will catch himself before he sends a blast at Vegeta. The Saiyan will block the attack, but Black will teleport behind Vegeta and pull out his sword, trying to stab Vegeta. But the Saiyan will duck, narrowly dodging the sword attack, before Vegeta kicks Goku Black in the stomach, sending him flying before Vegeta sends multiple ki blasts at the imposter, quickly getting the upper hand against him. But Goku Black will burst his aura as he yells at Vegeta, calling him a disgusting mortal, as he evolves his ki sword, creating a ki scythe, and creating a rift in time, creating different clones of himself to attack Vegeta. Goku would notice this as he and Trunks goes into Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan 2 respectively, as they rush at Goku Black clones. However, while Goku is rushing after Goku Black clones, Zamasu would appear and blast at Goku. The Saiyan will block the attack. As he hits a building, Trunks will call out Goku's name, as Zamasu will tell Goku Black that Goku was supposed to be his opponent. Black would apologize to Zamasu, telling him that he must have just gotten carried away. Vegeta would yell nonsense. It doesn't matter how much clones he creates, he'll be able to defeat them all. Vegeta would yell, surging his aura and defeating multiple clones, but the clones will regenerate. Trunks will assist Vegeta in taking on the clones, but Vegeta will notice that the clones will just regenerate. So Vegeta will get an idea, telling Trunks to attack the rift in the air, and Trunks will nod, trying to blast at the rift, but Goku Black will get in the way, rushing at Trunks and pushing him away. However, this will give Vegeta the chance to push the black clones away and fire a Gala gun at the rift, destroying it as all of the Goku Black clones rush at him. But once they try to attack Vegeta, they vanish. Goku will toss around Zamasu with ease, since he is way stronger than normal. Not even that, but Goku isn't even using his true power. Goku still has the evolved form of Super Saiyan Blue up his sleeves, but Goku also has a technique he hasn't shown anyone either, but we'll see that later. Goku will kick Zamasu to the ground, before Goku calls Sir Trunks, telling him to switch. Goku will tell Trunks that Zamasu is way better of an opponent for him. Trunks will agree, before he and Goku switch his opponents, as Trunks rushes at Zamasu, and Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue evolved, rushing at Goku Black alongside Vegeta, as they both rush at the god, and they'll work together to toss around Goku Black. However, Zamasu will get the edge on Trunks, using Kai Kai to confuse Trunks, and slashing his sword away before he kicks Trunks into the air. Zamasu would then teleport to Goku Black, and teleports him away. With him, Zamasu will heal Goku Black, and the imposter will thank his future self, before telling him that he just unlocked a further evolution of power. Goku Black would yell as he charges up back into Super Saiyan Rose. However, Goku Black's aura surges even more as the whole earth starts to shake, shocking everyone as they see Goku Black's large aura. Vegeta would damn it all, telling Goku and Trunks that Goku Black has surpassed the level of power that he was at before. Black Super Saiyan Rose power has evolved into a Super Saiyan Rose Evolved. With that, Goku Black rushes at Goku and Vegeta with incredible speed. Goku and Vegeta will brace themselves as they go into Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. Goku Black will burst his aura, sending him back before Black rushes at Goku, punching him in the gut repeatedly. Goku will spit out blood as Goku Black's power increases. As his power grows, Goku Black would yell at Goku, telling him that he'll make sure Goku will not be able to live long enough to threaten a god's life ever again. Vegeta will power up in Final Flash, thinking Goku Black will want to torture Goku, so he'll have enough time to charge his attack. However, that was just wrong. Goku Black will take the opportunity to quickly stab Goku in the gut. Vegeta will stop charging his attack as he yells out Kakarot's name, as Goku Black's sword goes through Goku's chest. The sword will continue to go up as Goku Black tries to slice Goku in half. However, Vegeta will appear just in time to kick Goku Black in the head, making his sword dissipate, barely saving Goku as Black is sent flying. Vegeta will look at Goku as his near lifeless body hits the ground. Vegeta would apologize to Goku, saying that he was being stupid before he rushes at Goku Black as they clash, and they'll be evenly matched at first. However, Goku Black will slowly start to overpower Vegeta, sending him away with a huge attack. Trunks will notice that Zamasu is immortal, and he's slowly getting tired out. Trunks will look at Vegeta, noticing that he's losing. He wouldn't know what to do. Luckily though, Shin and Gowasu will appear. Beerus, Whis, and Shin decided to go to Universe 10 while Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks was in the future, and they're happy that they arrived in time. As Shin saved Trunks, and Gowasu was barely able to save Vegeta, Trunks will quickly catch Shin and Gowasu up to speed on what's happened, and Shin will get an idea, telling them that he'll be back as he leaves. As this happens, Trunks, with the help of Gowasu, was able to realize he has Supreme Kai powers. So Trunks will heal Goku, not too full, but just enough so he can fight. He'll also heal Vegeta, and after he does, Shin arrives with a sword. Trunks' eyes will widen, saying that's... but Shin will say yes, this is the Z sword. It's used to heal the other Kai, but since other Kai is gone from the sword, he decided to recreate it, and he believes that trapping Zamasu in this sword would deal with his threat. Usually you need a technique. However, Beerus already used the technique you need on this sword to trap a being in it. So all they need to do is slash Zamasu with the sword and he'll be trapped in the Z sword. And Trunks will decide to be the one to do so. As he powers up into Super Saiyan 2, rushing at Zamasu, the god will try to attack Trunks, but the half-breed will throw his sword at Zamasu, distracting him before Trunks slashes Zamasu with the Z sword, quickly sailing Zamasu in the sword. Goku Black will turn to look at Trunks, and is shocked to see how fast Trunks defeated Zamasu. Black will rush at Trunks, but Goku will quickly go Super Saiyan Blue evolved, kicking Goku Black away. Goku will tell everyone to get back. He has an attack to stop Goku Black. The Saiyan will rush at Goku Black, and they'll clash. Goku will quickly get overpowered by Goku Black. However, Goku doesn't want to overpower Goku Black. He just wants to find an opening, so he can use that technique he's been working on. And luckily, at just the right moment, Goku was able to stop Goku Black in place thanks to a God Bind. Goku would then take this opportunity to use a technique he was working on. Goku Black would yell at Goku, saying that it's useless, he's far stronger than a mortal. But Goku will tell Black that he might be stronger, but in terms of techniques, he's better. Goku will stick his hand out in a certain position, shocking Black as Goku yells at Kai. Black would yell no as he's erased by the mortal, who he thought he was destined to kill. The mortal who killed gods. He was supposed to be the savior of the gods, but now he's nothing, being erased by a godly mortal. Goku will power down, utterly exhausted. However, now the day is saved, and Trunks can live in peace. Trunks will thank Goku and Vegeta for their help, and Vegeta will go up to Goku, saying that technique, and Goku will respond yeah. It was the same Hakai technique Beerus used. Vegeta would scoff, saying, so that's what he and Beerus was working on for all these years. And Goku would nod, saying Beerus told him that if he wanted to destroy, he had to do it the right way, and he just didn't take no for an answer. Vegeta would scoff, telling Kakarot that he'll surpass him sooner than later, and Goku would tell Vegeta that they'll see about that. And Goku and Vegeta will return to their timeline. As 1 year passes, a year has passed since the Goku Black arc, and Goku and Vegeta is once again training on Beerus' planet. However, Goku and Vegeta has become like new people compared to a year ago. Goku and Vegeta getting the challenge that they needed against Goku Black is now pushing themselves even further to grow even stronger than him individually. And this year, they've gotten way stronger than Goku Black was the year prior. Goku's gotten way better with the Akai technique after using it the first time against Goku Black. And Vegeta, even though he isn't learning God of Destruction techniques like Goku, he's learning to adapt and move without thinking, thanks to Whis, and Vegeta is actually getting better at doing so. But Goku nor Vegeta has unlocked anything further than Master Evolved Super Saiyan Blue. Somewhere else, far away in space, Frieza and his army will be there, and one of Frieza's men will ask him, where are they going? And Frieza will tell them that they're going to planet Earth. He hasn't just been sitting down all of this time. All of this year and a few months, he's been training, and he's unlocked a new level of power that he's sure he'll be able to defeat Goku and Vegeta with ease using this transformation. So Frieza will soon go to Earth, and Goku and Vegeta will get ready as they tell Beerus and Whis that it's time to rematch Frieza. And Beerus will tell Goku and Vegeta to not let him down. He and Whis haven't been training Goku and Vegeta all these years for nothing. They better finish Frieza off permanently this time. He'll tell Goku that he gave him the power of destruction for a reason, use it as his own power. Goku will nod, and with that, Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and Whis will teleport to Earth, as Frieza and his men land on the planet. However, only Frieza steps out. All he wants is a rematch between Goku and Vegeta. The Emperor will tell the Saiyans that he's returned for a rematch, and this time, he won't be defeated so easily. He's prepared for a level beyond Super Saiyan God this time. Goku and Vegeta will tell Frieza that they went more than just beyond Super Saiyan God, more beyond Super Saiyan Blue even. But Frieza will tell the two that it doesn't matter. He's sure his new power can match any other form they've obtained. And just to make things even, he'll let Goku and Vegeta fight him at the same time. But the Saiyans doesn't want that because of their pride. So Vegeta will step up first to fight Frieza, because Goku was able to fight Frieza previously. So Vegeta will step up to fight Frieza, and the Emperor will tell Vegeta that they should skip the warm-up and go straight into their final forms. And Vegeta will agree. So Vegeta will go Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, and Frieza, seeing the power of Blue Evolved, will kinda be disappointing. He'll ask the Saiyan if that is really it. And Vegeta will ask, what is that supposed to mean? And Frieza will tell Vegeta that he'll show his power as well. As Frieza yells, with a black aura surging around the Emperor, the Saiyans will be shocked as they feel this immense power of Frieza. The Emperor will smirk, telling the Saiyans, behold, this is what he calls Black Frieza. The Emperor will yell as Black Frieza is born. This will shock the Saiyans, and Vegeta will sweat drop, but Vegeta's smirk will remain on his face, as he tells Frieza that no matter what power he has, he'll defeat him. He'll rush at Frieza, as they both clash, but Frieza would easily counter all of the attacks Vegeta throws at him, asking Vegeta if that's seriously it, before Frieza punches Vegeta in the gut, making him cough out blood. Frieza will smile, telling Vegeta he told him that he would get his revenge. Frieza will then kick Vegeta in the neck, sending him to the ground. Frieza will then laugh as he starts to shoot death beams at Vegeta. The Saiyan will deflect some of the attacks, but some does hit the Prince. As he goes back to base, Goku will quickly jump in, going Super Saiyan Blue Evolved himself as he rushes at Frieza, and the Emperor will dodge out of the way. But all Goku wanted to do is save Vegeta from the Emperor. Frieza will tell Goku that fighting him in that form is useless. He's far above him. Goku will say yeah, they'll see about that, as he and Frieza clashes. But just like the battle against Vegeta, Frieza toys with Goku, as he easily defeats the Saiyan. As Goku is sent to the ground, Frieza would scoff, saying he's very disappointed by this fight. He didn't think that the Saiyans would be this weak. Goku would weakly chuckle as he starts to get up, but Goku will stumble back to the ground. Vegeta will recover from his last fight against Frieza as he powers the Persona Flash, sending the attack at Frieza, but the Emperor wouldn't feel a thing. He will look at Vegeta, who goes back to base, using all of his power in that attack. Frieza will walk up to Vegeta, saying that it's seriously a shame. He wanted to have some fun. Vegeta will brace himself as Frieza fires a death beam at Vegeta. Vegeta will close his eyes, accepting his defeat to Frieza. However, Vegeta's body would move on his own, as he dodges out of the way of the attack, shocking Frieza. But Frieza will keep his composure, telling Vegeta that was a fluke, as he fires multiple death beams at Vegeta, but the Saiyan will dodge the attack. Frieza will rush at Vegeta, but the Saiyan will dodge his punch, with Frieza getting a look at Vegeta's eyes that are silver. Frieza will grit his teeth before Vegeta yells, using the invisible I-beam to hit Frieza, sending him flying. But Frieza would quickly recover. However, right after this, a purple flame will hit Frieza. The Emperor will block the attack and look towards Goku, who looks completely different, as Goku reveals for the first time his Ultra Ego form. Goku will tell Frieza that this power is unbounded, and Vegeta will say he can dodge all kinds of attacks Frieza decides to launch at him. Frieza will scoff, telling Goku and Vegeta that no matter how much forms they have, he'll still win. Goku won't respond and just yells Akai. Frieza would laugh, putting one hand out. Frieza would laugh, telling Goku that this attack is nothing. He can hold it back with ease. But to Frieza's shock, the power is way stronger than he thought, so Frieza will put out two hands to block the attack. But the attack will get closer to him. Frieza will move out of the way, barely dodging the attack. Frieza will be fatigued by the attack, shocked to see that Goku has that kind of power. Vegeta will land next to Goku, as they stare down the Emperor. The Emperor's eyes will twitch in frustration as he sends multiple death beams at Goku and Vegeta. The Saiyan Prince will dodge out of the way thanks to Ultra Instinct, while Goku takes the attacks to get use out of Ultra Ego's strength increase. Vegeta will use a Soaring Fist to hit Frieza in the gut, and Goku will appear behind Frieza to kick him in the face. However, Frieza isn't going down without a fight. He bursts his aura and rushes at Goku, punching him in the stomach repeatedly, making Goku spit out blood as he's sent flying. Vegeta will fire a Maximum Blaster at Frieza, but the Emperor will move out of the way, rushing at Vegeta, trying to punch him repeatedly, similar to what he did to Goku. But Vegeta will dodge out of the way and kicks Frieza in the stomach, but Frieza will also chop Vegeta on the neck at the same time, because Vegeta had to think before the attack, and Frieza will blast Vegeta away. The fight will continue, with both sides being very evenly matched, with Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza exchanging blows. However, this is Goku and Vegeta together fighting Frieza. Alone, they wouldn't stand as much of a chance as they would against Frieza as they do now, and Frieza will notice this, so he'll start separating Goku and Vegeta, using death beams and blasts to separate them, as he takes them down one by one. And soon, Goku and Vegeta does get overpowered by Frieza, with them both returning back to base. Frieza will laugh, flying down, saying it's a shame he thought they'd put up way more of a challenge. However, they'll always just be stupid monkeys. Frieza will launch a blast at the two, but Goku will quickly put a hand on Vegeta's arm and teleports away thanks to instant transmission. Goku will teleport to Piccolo and ask him if he knows the fusion technique, and Piccolo will agree to teach the two. However, they don't have much time, so Piccolo will tell Goku and Vegeta that they have to get the strike the first time. Goku and Vegeta will look at each other and nod. So with that, Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta will practice the fusion dance before Goku and Vegeta tries it, after they believe they got it right. So they'll do the fusion dance, and out of pure coincidence, Goku and Vegeta will fuse into Gogeta. After deciding on the name, Gogeta will use its transmission to teleport in front of Frieza and kicks him away. Frieza will gasp, asking who's there, and Gogeta will tell Frieza that he's a fusion between Vegeta and Kakarot. The name's Gogeta. Frieza will say, "Fusion? No fair." But Gogeta will tell Frieza that this is still their power, so this is fair game. Frieza will scoff, rushing at Gogeta, but Gogeta will fly into the air and will send a sudden rain attack at Frieza. The Emperor will guard himself from the attack before Gogeta charges up, using a combination of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. The combination of the destruction of the God of Destruction and the agileness and calmness of the angelic power, Ultra Instinct. The perfect combination of destruction and mastery of body and mind. Gogeta would yell, unleashing his new transformation. This is Still Form Gogeta. Frieza will jump back and fire a blast at Gogeta, but the Saiyan Fusion will dodge out of the way. Frieza's black aura will then burst before he rushes at Gogeta, but Gogeta will dodge the attack from Frieza before he punches him in the face, sending him flying through multiple mountains. Gogeta will slowly step closer to Frieza, and the Emperor will walk back and fire his death beams at Gogeta, but Gogeta will dodge all of the death beam attacks. Gogeta will use invisible eye beams to hit Frieza, sending him into the air, before Gogeta appears above Frieza and kicks him to the ground. Frieza would de-transform, not being able to keep up his black form, as Gogeta slowly flies down to the ground, telling Frieza that the battle is over. Frieza will get up, and Frieza will scoff, saying fine, he wins. But he will return, and instead of killing Frieza, Gogeta decides to let Frieza go. Frieza was a threat, yes, but Frieza didn't really do anything yet, so Frieza will get into his spaceship and leave. Gogeta will then smirk before he defuses. Vegeta would yell at Goku, telling him that he's a fool for letting Frieza live, but Goku would tell Vegeta to calm down. Frieza didn't really kill anyone this time around, he just wanted to have a fight. It wouldn't be fair to kill him, plus Frieza is a motivator for both of them. Having Frieza around all this time pushed them to new heights, and in this battle, he made them push past their limits. Vegeta would scoff, but he'll agree, but not admit it. Goku will chuckle and tell Vegeta, imagine if they were able to use their Still Storm form as individuals. They would get way stronger. Vegeta would smirk, saying, and he'll be stronger than Goku. Goku will tell Vegeta that they'll see about that, before Goku and Vegeta go to Beerus' planet. They'll get healed by Whis, and Goku and Vegeta will have one last match in their base forms. But that is where the story
of what if Goku killed the Supreme Kai comes to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and if you did, then make sure to give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the content. But with all that said, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya until we meet again.